everyone. I wanted to do a video about a brand that I had tried a few products here and there, but never really found anything I was super excited about. And then I recently got a kit from Mercier through the Nordstrom Anniversary 2012 Beauty Exclusives, and I liked so much of the products in the kit that I actually felt compelled to go out and buy single full price versions of those products, which is really not normal for me. So in the kit from Nordstrom with a palette like this that has the signature on it, a brush foundation primer, I believe this is full size, Caviar eye shadow cream product, stick, Caviar stick. What's the actual name, Nicole? This would help. Caviar stick eye color in Twilight. A Lip Glacé in Sweetheart. And a sample size of a mascara. And it's the full-blown volume Lash-Building mascara in black. So let me just get out of the way what I didn't like, and it's not because it's a bad product, but because of my personal experience with it, and I'm not 100% ready to write off the foundation primer. My problem was I wore this and I got twice. This blemish and one over here and one over here, all popped up really fast. So my face has been quite clear for quite a while, so it may have been something else, but it could have been a coincidence that I just happened to start using this. You know, when you have acne prone skin, sometimes it seems like it's obvious what it was, but it wasn't necessarily. So what I'm gonna do most likely is wait 3 or 4 weeks and try this again and see if my skin has the same type of reaction. And if it does, then I'd say it's not for me. Okay, so the next thing that I wasn't hugely excited about, I still like it. It's, I thought it was going to be kind of brown neutrals, but it's actually kind of a pink plum neutral situation going on. So there's a purple and kind of a taupe, and this is like a shimmery, and it has some sparkles in it, kind of dusty light pink. And then this is just like a very light pink matte, which this is a really nice matte shadow. It doesn't look powdery or kind of cakey if you do it all over the lid. It's really pretty. The blush is Vintage Pink, which is, of the powder products, I think it's the one I like the most, because I'm a big fan of blushes. This one is a very kind of, what did I think it was? Like a dusty rose. So for me, I can use it a little bit more like a contouring blush. I have it on today, but you know, things tend to look kind of washed out on my face since I'm so light. I guess I should say the lighting tends to wash me out just because I'm so pale and everything gets kind of washed out with it. But I really like the blush. It's very pretty. See it there. None of the eyeshadows I would say are exciting. Just kind of everyday, nice neutrals. Very office appropriate, if you're worried about those things. In my office, honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm in IT and in like the infrastructure operations type side, so we're never really seeing anybody except for other IT people, and a bunch of guys don't really care what your makeup looks like. So one might say that the colors are a little bit kind of a little too soft, a little too blah. They're nice, but they're not super exciting. The brush, it says on it, all over Eye Color. Oh, that's my, oh, look how big that is. So, this brush is really kind of huge. It is very good for applying color all over your eyelid, just because, I mean, look, oh my goodness. I have pretty big eyes, like eyeball region, not a lot of space around here. So it's definitely good for kind of really just spreading color all over. I did try to do an eye look with just this brush, so doing the crease and the highlight and everything. I really am surprised how soft it is. It feels like a nice brush. It is a little too big to use for everything, obviously, unless you have a bigger eye space than I do. But overall, I'm really happy with it. My only complaint, I guess I would say, is that the handle is so short that even I keep like a coffee cup with my shorter brushes, and it's not a huge coffee cup, but it gets kind of lost with the other brushes. So I may have to find like an even smaller cup or jar or something to keep this one in, and move my other kind of shorty brushes in there. And it's also nice that it has a quite nice reusable plastic cover. So now on to the little bit more exciting things, the things that I was excited about. One of them being, I love cream shadows for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why I love them so much, but there's something about a cream shadow that to me is just, it's fun. It somehow seems easier, though it really isn't. And I guess they can have a little bit different texture and finish than a powder, but I don't know. I just love cream shadows. And that was probably the main reason I got this kit, was because I was excited to try this Caviar stick eye color. And the one that comes in the kit says Twilight, and I was concerned it was going to be too dark, but it's definitely, to me, an everyday color. So if you're darker than me, then it's not even going to be remotely dark, and it's what I have kind of at the lash line here today. Oh, and I should also mention that in the crease today, I am wearing this color blended out. So I have Twilight, which I kind of blended out here and made darker just at the lash line. And I believe then I went in with the, let's see, Morning Dew and Primrose. I went in with those and just did the kind of brow bone area. Okay, I don't know why I'm all verklempt here. So the stick on these is, it's not small like an eyeliner, it's not gigantically huge like a twist up lip pencil. It is so, it slides on and glides over the skin so nicely. It's amazing. I don't have any other product, like a cream shadow product, that goes on so easily. So here I have already on my hand, this is Twilight. I'll kind of blend it out. Is that called Twilight? Okay. Kind of forgot. There's Twilight, and then that's just like 2 passes. You wouldn't expect something this creamy to set so well. I mean, if I really rub, it's not going anywhere. Last eye product is the Full Blown Volume Lash Building Mascara. What I was so weirded out by, or confused by, when I first took it out of the tube, there was no product really from about here down. It was just bare. And I would put it in, take it out, and it was still bare. Now that I've used it, like probably 4 or 5 days, now it seems to have gotten more distributed. So it's a pretty big brush. It's just like a traditional kind of bristly brush. And now that I've used it more, it's a little bit more wet. It's not runny wet, it's just kind of thick wet. and it's what I have on my lashes today. And I like it. The only issue I do have is that it tends to kind of clump my lashes together because it's a thick, wet product, and I have to really work to get everything all separated again. So we'll see if it dries out a little bit more. And the last thing that came in the kit, I saved the best for last, and I can't believe that the lip gloss to me is the best. Between that and the Caviar stick though, it's a close running, but this does something that no other lip product, this is saying a lot, no other lip product has done for me. And I'm a little nervous about even declaring that it can do this because I'm afraid that the lip gloss gods are going to come down and strike me down because it just works too well. It's kind of freaking me out. So it's a lip glacé and it's in Sweetheart. It's quite sheer, and it's pink, but it does sheer out to just a very, very glossy kind of mirror finish, with some fine kind of pearl to it. It smells very strongly of like a vanilla. To me, that reads as like Nilla wafers specifically. And it's funny because I have, I think, a Wet n Wild gloss, like really cheap gloss that smells very similar. So when I first put it on, I thought, oh, this smells cheap. But now that I've worn it more and I have better feelings about it, I feel like, oh, it smells like vanilla. So, so the amazing thing that I'm afraid to talk about that it does. I wore this 3 days in a row to work, and well, first of all, it wears well. It doesn't, it stays on my lips pretty decently compared to most lip products I have. It didn't transfer to my cup when I was drinking out of it much. It does a little, but not too much. It works nicely over lipstick. If I apply it over lipstick, it doesn't get lipstick all over the doe foot applicator. It's just an angled doe foot. So that's nice. And the crazy thing is, crazy to me, at lunchtime I would wipe off all my lip stuff before I have lunch, so I don't get crumbs stuck in my lip gloss because that's gross. And normally when I do that, now speaking of gross, this is kind of gross, but usually when I do that, I have lots of like flakes of skin that come off because my lips peel constantly. No matter if I keep products on them 24/7, they always peel. And the amazing thing was, every day I was wiping off my lip stuff and no skin came off. It was just lip stuff. So the first day I thought, whoa, that's kind of weird. And I kept wiping, thinking I'm just not getting not getting the dead skin off. But none of it ever came off. Next day, same thing, just lip stuff came off, no lips. So for whatever reason, and it works even if I wear it over a lipstick that traditionally dries out my lips a little bit. So either wearing it on bare lips with just lip balm underneath, or with a somewhat drying lipstick and wearing this on top, it keeps my lips from peeling. So that was just my kind of newfound love of Laura Mercier products. I'm so glad I picked up that Nordstrom set, just because it opened up my eyes to the other good stuff about the brand, you know, their color products. Let me know if you guys have tried any other stuff from the brand that you really like, or maybe your thoughts on the stuff that I've been loving. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. So if you want, you can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm always posting ridiculous pictures up there of my face. So if you want to see those, follow me. I'll put the information for my blog and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff below. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.